Dave Scott, Hub Media. I'm joined by Carolyn. Now, I didn't know about you guys, and I want to get the whole history of what you guys do. It's Homegrown Hideaway, and you're just outside of Port Dover. And you've been doing some crazy fun stuff, and I didn't even know about it. So inform me, educate me, please.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me here. Like you said, we're Homegrown Hideaway. My husband and I started it 5 years ago now. Essentially, we're glamping and special events, but we're not just glamping and special events. We took the old 17-acre hobby farm that my husband, grew up on, and turned it into 5 glamping spaces, and then renovated the old hobby farm barn into an event center. So you can have your weddings there, your bridal showers, birthday parties, all that kind of stuff we can do at our place out in the woods. Along with that, we have such a rich musical talent in this area. We really wanted to highlight that if we could. So we started a summer concert series. We're on our fourth season, I believe, for our summer concert series every Wednesday night, primarily local Norfolk, Haldeman County musicians. There's a few that aren't, but most of them are. Come to the barn. It's an intimate concert setting where you're right up close and personal with the artists, and they get to highlight their personal, unique music.
It's every Wednesday? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Wednesdays from
Wow.
June through to August.
That's pretty cool. That's a little great night out. And is there a cost involved? Is it just donation? Like, how do you guys do that?
Yeah, so it's $20 per ticket. We
Okay.
want to make sure that our artists get the full experience, including getting paid. So that helps with that. We have a cash bar on site, has local wine, local beer, sometimes local ciders. We have non-alcoholic options too. We've got little snack foods from other local vendors. Like you said, it's a good night out.
I want to step back for a minute. How did you and your husband come to this? Like, I get that you had the farm and all that, but like, this is huge. This is a big step, right? And knowing your background, like, I was just totally blown away when you were telling me this story a couple of weeks ago. So share that with the folks if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. So I have an architectural background. I have a small practice still, but I was
Come on,
working.
give yourself a plug. Give yourself a plug there.
So I have a small architectural practice that I still do. But I was working in the corporate world. I was a project manager for a municipality and raising 2 little kids, and had this beautiful property and didn't spend much time on it at all. My kids would go to daycare. I'd go to work. I'd come home. I'd pick them up. We'd go home, put them to bed, rinse and repeat, start up the next day. So it actually all started because my son came home one day and showed me how he could write his name. And someone else had taught him how to write his name. And that was the catalyst for me to say, okay, this isn't working. This isn't how I want to raise my kids. This isn't how we want to do our family. So what else can we do? Jump forward a bunch of steps, and then we decided to open up our space and have glamping on our space, and open up the barn to have music and have it a place where people can really hone in on their skill. And sorry.
No, it's really good. I was just listening because I was so intrigued when you told me about it. And I just thought, most people won't take that risk these days. You know what I mean? In life. And it's a big step. And I greatly appreciate that you would do that for your kids, because it reminded me so much of me and my wife 30 years ago. And it's just like, you want to take those opportunities to enjoy those moments because they're fleeting, but you're also able to develop a business that is something you and your husband believe in and have always wanted to do. I just thought that's so well rounded. Like, you're thinking this through this whole process. And I know, and it's a ton of work, but it's worth it in the end. It's nice at the end of the day when you can smile at what you've created, correct?
Yes. It's definitely been an adventure. It has not always been easy. It wasn't just a magical, everything just appears. It's been a lot of work, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. But 5 years in, we're still loving it. And our family is running the business. We have other people that come in and help us. We have some amazing community partners, and it's really just starting to turn into this great community.
Another thing that people kind of miss that I always thought was important is when your kids are with you in it, they learn so much. Like, they're part of it. You know what I mean? You and I have talked about that. They're part of it, and they all want to be involved too. Isn't that? I love that aspect. Can you talk a little bit maybe about your kids just enjoying those moments as well with you guys?
Yeah, well, I hope they still enjoy it and will continue to enjoy it. But whatever we do on site it's really is a family affair. The kids have to be able to be involved. When we were building it, we reclaimed as much of the old barnwood as we could and built most of the furniture for the glamping tents. So the kids were what 3 and 5 at the time, and helping us physically make all the furniture that you'll
That's
see in our
cool.
glamping tents. And they've been hands-on since day one. At the concerts, they help out. They make change for guests. They go run and get restock if we need it. They're out there visiting with, if there's any other kids, they're out there playing with the other kids.
Yeah,
They're really a part of everything that we do.
it's a great. So they're outdoor, right? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's the whole concept. Be
Yeah.
outdoors, and I think you guys are rooted in that because that's the sort of what I read or what I saw on your website and talking to you is that's the perception you want is to get people back outdoors enjoying life.
Yeah. We, John and I were both raised with grandparents around who had um, strong family values and strong core values where you're outside and you're playing and you're growing your food and you're taking care of your family, and it's really just the community hub. Your home is your
Yep.
community hub. So what we're hoping is that people can come and have a little glimpse of that, whether they have it at their home or not, but just it's a place where people can come and feel like they're home.
They'll never forget those. You guys are creating great memories. I really want to talk, if you don't mind, a few minutes on Folkfest 25.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I was reading about that. Sort of walk me through this whole day. How do people get involved? Like you got a number of bands playing that day as well, correct?
We do. We have 5 bands. So it's July 12th.
Yep,
We
Saturday.
are turning 5 years old this year, Homegrown Hideaway. We opened the summer of 2020, which is its own full story.
Yeah.
But the first day that we were allowed to be open was July 7th. So July 12th, we're going to celebrate. It's been, like you said, it's been a journey and we're still here. So let's do it. It's going to start with an open house. So the open house is from 11 till 1, and that is completely free. You can stop in. If you don't know who we are and you want to meet us, if you want to see what we've got going on, by all means, come on out. And then we have some really cool workshops from 1 to 2. And then the concert that you talked about is from 4 till 10. But these workshops are incredible. So start from,
Yeah. Tell me.
I'm doing a foraging workshop. So part of what I also do on top with Homegrown Hideaway is I have a experience called Wildcraft Tea, where we take you around through the property and you find out about weeds that grow in your own backyard or your local trail systems and what they can be used for, which ones are good, which ones aren't, how to identify things like dandelion and sumac and stinging nettle and the more common ones. So I'm going to do a mini version of that. We have an amazing up and coming local artist named Addie Lemon. She is going to do a nature art workshop, which is fabulous. If you are musical at all, we have 2 other incredible workshops. The one is a bluegrass workshop hosted by High Banks Bluegrass. So these are like Juno nominated, award winning musicians who are giving their time to teach you. You have an hour of hands-on small group with them and in their zone of genius. So bring your instrument and play with them. And then the other one is Professor Louie from Professor Louie and the Chromatics and Miss Marie. So if you don't know them, you've likely heard of the band.
Yep.
So that's their start to fame. They were the backup singers for the band, the keyboardist for the band, and they've gone on and done incredible things. So they are one of our artists playing in the concert, but they've also donated an hour of their time to teach you. So if you like playing piano, Louis is going to guide you through rhythm patterns and solo work, traditional style of rock, blues, and folk. It's incredible. Accordion too, if you've picked up an accordion and you want to dive in. And then Miss Marie's going to do some vocals. It's really incredible workshops that I just can't speak highly enough of. And I'm incredibly honored that they've agreed to do this with us.
Is this open to the whole family?
So the workshops, the foraging one, yes. The
Okay.
art one, likely. The musical ones, we're looking for people who have a little bit of musical background. So it's
Okay.
not going to be your first time on a piano. It's not going to be your first time holding the instrument. But they are, because they're really going to jump into it.
Okay, cool. And a little bit about the nature art. What's going to happen there?
So she is going to, I'm not 100% sure what the project is going to be. That's a little bit of a surprise for me too.
Okay.
But she is going to take you through an area, be inspired by what's around you, and then create a painting or another piece of art from that and take you from beginning to end. That you don't need experience with. You don't need to be a fabulous artist. I'm not a fabulous artist, and it's something that I could sit down and do. And she's just lovely.
Oh, cool. It's amazing how, like you said, with this being your 5th anniversary, and you really are a hideaway. You really are. Like, I got to tell you that it's cool, all this stuff you're doing and bringing it out now, and people are being able to see more and more of what you guys are creating out there. But just like to celebrate 5 years is such a cool milestone too, and to have such a diversity of programming that day. Like, there's a little bit of something for everybody, right?
And that's what we were really aiming to do, because we want to highlight everything that is Homegrown Hideaway and our values and why we do what we do, and give other of our community partners a place to showcase themselves as well.
Yeah, I think that's incredibly important. You did mention that you guys do weddings too out there. Is that
Yeah,
right?
we do. We do.
Has that been pretty fun?
Pardon?
Has that been pretty fun?
It has been. That's grown organically. We haven't actually, I don't think, really ever advertised about weddings, but from word of mouth. So my husband and I, we had our reception out there. We've had friends and family have their weddings out there. And when we started Homegrown Hideaway, we thought, well, if we can get all the approvals through and if we can get the green light to go ahead, then why not? And why not make it part of our business? So we have a couple different packages. You can have just your wedding photos. You can have the ceremony out there. Depending on the size, you could have either a barn wedding or what we call a weekend retreat. So you have the space for the whole weekend, and including the glamping tents, you have your ceremony, reception, photos, everything right on site.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got a full load this summer coming, and can you give folks the details? Where are you? How do they get a hold of you? You know, what's the easiest way?
Yeah, so everything that we are doing, all of our availability, how to get a hold of us, it's all on our website, homegrownhideaway.com.
Okay.
If you have questions, please feel free to reach out, either email or call me. The number on the website, you'll get me. Yeah, feel free to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the things. We're there, and we try and let everybody know what we're doing, because we would
One
love
last
for you to come
question.
and see us.
One last question. If you're going to book glamping, can you do it online, or do they give you a call? I'm just curious.
Nope, book online. You can give us a call if you'd rather do it over the phone, but all of our glamping availability is online.
That's cool. Boy, thanks for doing this. Hope we get to chat again. A lot of fun. Learned a lot about what you guys are doing. And, you know, Folkfest is coming. Get your tickets online, correct?
Yes, yes.
All right. You take care, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks, Dave.